Okay, underway with qualifying now. Praying that everything stream-wise is set up reasonably, because I have not done this in a while. It's going to look quite chaotic because it is solo constant qualifying for everyone. They're all going to be driving through each other because they don't exist for each other. As Iman spins off. Not a great outlap. Looks like it is Sabo out on track first one to settle up. He's a consecutive of 3 laps. That was his outlap. First car to lap will be Gonzalez. Comes into the final sector now. Through the final corner, looking effortless. He's across the line, sets a 1:31.9. Not a spectacular time. But, first lap to go, it's not bad. Actually, I misremember, that is a pretty good time into the 31s. Assuming all of Gonzalez's laps have been valid, we'll see the first actual qualifying time up on the board at the end of this lap. And that is Sabo with a 1:31.785. That's the fastest single lap so far. Bit of a lock-up. Do the final corner, bit wide onto the grass, see where this puts him. And that is an average lap of 1:32.1. Immediately back to pits, goes out for another stint. Enslin behind, it's his third lap, and goes second with a 1:32.3. It is Niemi currently third on the grid, 1:32.5. Sabo now comes across the line, sets what should be their qualifying time, which is a 1:31.8, that is 3/10 clear of Gonzalez. And a new fastest lap of the session with a 1:31.77. Lamborghini's continuing to struggle with locking the front on corner entry. Really big lockup on the entry to the hairpin there. Isla meanwhile managed to put it on second with a 1:32 flat average time. Niemi behind meanwhile, pushed all the way down to 5th now. Getting the tyres ready for a next stint. It does strike me now that this is probably the most awkward format for trying to stream, even if it is quite cool for the racing. Sabo, meanwhile, with some incredible consistency, brings the qualifying time down to within 100th of his best lap time. An average of 3 laps. They have all been within a couple of hundredths of each other. Everyone coming up on their final chance to get a stint in now. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Still Sabo first, Enslin second, Gonzalez third, Duffy fourth, Yemi fifth. Jensen currently the quickest of the Vipers, down in sixth. Two drivers who are currently lapping still yet to set a qualifying time is Janssen and Fizu. As the two Hussar competition cars have accidentally ended up inside each other. Interesting to see the gaps shrink and grow there. Gonzalez catching up a lot at the apex and losing out on the exit again. A little bit wider of the apex there as well. Sabo has a big lockup. Loses the rear. Still gonna be a faster lap than Gonzalez's. In the meantime, Kay Jansen in the Viper managed to get it up to 4th on the average lap time, with a 1:32.2, a 10th off Gonzalez. Fastest overall lap time still held by Sabo, but now a 31.656. That is 2/10 clear of anyone else. Johnson now comes across the line to start their 3rd lap. Better be valid or they're not going to have a qualifying time. As Sabo up front crosses the line on their final lap, beating their PB and the session best again by 200ths, down to 6.636 now. Crosses the line, does set a valid lap, Brings it home in 7th place. A respectable time of 1:32.762. So that gives us the starting grid for the first race. Zabo on pole, 1:31.721. 3/10 clear of 2nd place. Oh, hello Robert. I am terrible at keeping an eye on the chat. Too many windows open, not enough monitors. I would need like 4 to actually keep an eye on everything. Yeah, they're doing well too. Jensen managing to put it in 4th there. So, looking down the grid now, that is pretty much everyone on mediums. A couple of outliers. Miami in the 575. Tony also in the 575. And a couple more further back. Ballista, 550, and of course, Fire Truck. Who will always run soft, regardless of situation. I am praying there is not a turn 1 pile-up because I don't want to have to deal with the consequences of a safety car. It'll be awful. I think it should just about pay off for them. In the mid-engine cars it's going to be a bit more difficult, but those we shall see. Lights come on. And away they go. Not a great start from the 2 Vipers. Couple of good starts back behind. Fire Truck in the Lambo at the back gets a great start, jumps out 6 cars off the line. From Sabo's going to hold it into T1. Enslin trying to stay on his tail. Gonzalez losing out massively in the first corner there. We're down to that 12th now. There was one car wide, not sure who that was right now. Hey, Jensen also losing out. That is one of the Niemis off there. I am gonna maybe safety car that. Not sure. It'll be fine. Yeah, there were only like 3 cars actually died there. There is one Celine signed up, but they are not driving this round. Hopefully they will show up, because that'll be... well, just hilarious for the stream audio primarily, as it screams fast. Still Sabo out front now, Enslin not far behind. Niemi also having had a great start up to 3rd. Duffy behind that. Couple of bonks into the hairpin as K. Jensen tries to claw back some of the places they lost off the line. And that is fire truck from last on the grid, or thereabouts. Now comfortably into the top 10, gets tangled up with Ayman into the final corner and loses those places. Ayman almost rolling backwards onto the racing line, and then almost driving forwards into Ishu there. More contacts into turn 1 as there is another pile-up. One of Melissa's Beats guys getting caught up in that. And now try to get back on track. Gonzalez also having been caught up in that. Having starting 3rd and is now down right in the bottom. Firetruck now back down to 10th. Not ideal. Still Savo just calmly lapping away up at the front. No idea of the carnage behind. Russell meanwhile defending against K. Jensen. Viper having a bit of a straight line speed advantage, should be able to get something done around here into T1 if they get a good run out the final corner. Patrick pulling out to the inside of Tomsy, not quite going to be able to make the move though. See what he can do with the slipstream here. Tomsy getting a bit of a bad exit on the grass there. Pulls out to the inside, like slightly earlier, but I think he's going to have the line. Tomsy gives him the space. Pretty much just lets him through. He is going to hold it round the outside though. Going to give him the inside for turn 3. But he is going to back out before the apex. Unfortunately, the tower on the left there having completely died, as it often does. Well, I think, particularly when you're up against somebody like Firetruck who is not going to back down, it's also about self-preservation, so... Sabo pulling away now. Pretty comfortable lead, 1.5 seconds now. Yami meanwhile hanging onto the back of Enslin. Gap definitely closing. Another big lock-up from Enslin there. Fighting the Lambo. Gonna be right on his diffuser. Into turn 5. Gets it up the inside. Manages to stick it, but does not get a great exit there. Ensign takes the position back. Ensign runs wide again, though. As Niemi goes a bit deep. Gonna lose out a bit there. At the back there is Shard battling with Tomsey. As Fire Truck goes for a move up the inside of E2 into T1. Don't think E2's going to have much of a response to that. See, now with the standings dead, I definitely need like 4 monitors. What was that? Oh, Gonzalez gets a bad exit, and unfortunately, Sami Niemi gets tangled up on him. Back up front, Sabo's lead extending to nearly 2.5 seconds now. Niemi not quite managing to hold onto the back of Enslin here, appears to be falling back. Okay, Ensign and Rosa meanwhile still battling it out down in 5th and 6th. They come side by side now into turn 5. Rosa on the inside is going to hold it. Jens is going to try and hook it around the outside, but doesn't quite have the drive. Does make contact with the back of Rosa though. Outbreaks him massively into turn 6, but Rosa manages to pull it back at the apex. Has to back out around the outside of turn 7. Oh, and a bit of moving under braking possibly there from Rosa. The ensign locked up a bit to avoid. Goes side by side now into the final corner. Is Rosa who's going to hold the place though. Goes down to the inside defensive, the Viper's straight line speed helping Jensen pull up alongside, but not going to be able to do much at the apex. Bit of a slide out the corner. Again, they almost make contact. Front meanwhile, Niemi still just falling back. Bit of a mistake into the hairpin there as well, not helping. Duffy also falling back from Niemi. Two Elizabeth's cars now next to each other on track down in 11th and 12th. is a second race with a top 10 reverse grid, so those guys will definitely be wanting to get up to at least 10th. As Ishu clips the grass on the entry to the final hairpin there. Somehow Shard is unaffected by the contact. Approaching the halfway point now, should start seeing the impact of the different tyre choices in the next couple of minutes. Big mistake from Rosa there is gonna let Jensen pass around the outside of the kink there. Definitely a brave move. Go side by side through the hairpin. Rosa has to back out on the exit. Again, that straight line speed of the Viper just helping him pull a bit of a gap before the next corner. Definitely has the pace advantage here, just needed that opportunity to get past. Simoy now having a pretty chilled out race in 7th here. Possibly being caught by fire truck though. Gonzalez now approaching the back of the issue. If he runs a bit wide, that's going to give Gonzalez a better run. He does pull out to the inside, should breeze past here. But nope, he locks up, almost misses the corner, and unfortunately, Ishu gets tangled up in that. Jensen continuing to pull away from Rosa here, who makes a big mistake. Turns across the track. Manages to get it pointing the right way though. Is going to lose out to quite a few cars here. Fire truck considers the inside. Rosa gives him the space. Rosa definitely going to try and get the place back into the final corner though. Around the outside, fire truck somehow holds it. Also has held them up and is going to give Shard a good run on the inside as they go 3 wide into T1. Rosa not really realising and turning in far too much. Oh, Shard slow on the apex. Fire truck goes for the opportunistic move, and Shard does not move out of the way in time. Definitely a little bit too opportunistic there from fire truck. Meanwhile, Gonzalez trying to work his way through the Lizard Beats cars. Around the outside of Tomsey now. Gonna give him the inside into the final hairpin. And he is going to manage to get the place. Back up front, Zavos now 4 seconds out in front. Yemi now 1.5 behind Enslan. We're starting on soft, so it's not going to get much better for him. Issue in the middle there, and the grey list a lap down. Hopefully won't get in the way of the lapping cars. Fire truck, meanwhile, having managed to back a Shard, who now looks like he's going to be caught by Elizabeth's guys and Gonzalez. But Fire Truck is going to pit for some reason. Possibly started on qualifying fuel. About 18 minutes into the race, that would make sense. Although he doesn't qualify, so I'm not sure how he would have managed that. Meanwhile, Gonzalez dives up the inside of Speeding Red. Seems to run a bit wide, knocks Speeding Red out wide a bit there. He's going to give him the place back though. Sabo still extending that gap out front. Down in 7th, we see Shard and Rosa battling it out. Gonzalez once again looking to move on Speeding Red into turn 1, see if he can actually get it stopped this time. And he just barely does, still runs Johnson out a bit wide. And Gonzalez definitely with the faster pace immediately starts to pull a gap. Make a bit of a mistake on the exit there though. Sarika still just lapping away in 6th. Pretty comfortable gap of about 9 seconds in front and 6 behind. And it's Shard who's spun at the final hairpin. He's not faring quite as well as his teammate, who is currently still in 5th. He is going to manage to stay ahead of Tomsy though. Tomsy's not going to let that go. Trying to find the inside. Shard not giving him it. Goes around the outside instead. Manages to stay in front. That's not asserting dominance, I don't know what is. Still side by side now though. God, has the inside line through the kink. Bit of contact. Tomsy's still going to hold it around the outside here. Staying right on him. Oh, they make a bit more contact through that kink too. But Tomsy still with the inside line. Bit more contact at the apex. Shard finally backs out, slots him behind, but is going to try and get alongside again here. Neither of these two will back down. See if Shard can do something into the final corner. Probably not the best place for it, but he's going to do it anyway. Makes the exit, runs a little bit wide though. He now squeezes Tomsy all the way to the inside. He does manage to get it stopped on the apex. Bit of oversteer on the exit, that's going to cost him. He has to slot him behind Shard now. Not sure if he's going to be able to do anything to recover that mistake. Gala's meanwhile having recovered back up to 7th. Bad from being pretty much last 20 minutes ago. K. Jensen actually being caught by someone now. K. Jensen must have made a mistake there. Back up front, Sabo's still holding a healthy lead. Miami meanwhile actually falling back towards Duffy. Those soft tyres definitely giving up now as there's a big lock-up. Seems like he couldn't really use the soft tyres enough off the start there to make them worthwhile. Now is just suffering the consequences. Since Duffy has caught up a lot of that gap on this lap alone. See what he can do on this lap. They now start the final lap now. Wheels Niemi in by about another 3/10 per sector there. Niemi definitely struggling with the worn tyres now. A blue flag car off the track there, Fizu. who is doing an incredible job on keyboard, it must be said. Duffy, meanwhile, sat right on the back of Niemi. Final lap, let's see if he can get it done. An ultimate corner. Let's go to the outside. Is gonna lock up a bit, but holds it just about round the outside. Lose out a bit on the exit. Might have enough of a run regardless. Niemi goes defensive. He got the tyres to hold the speed, though. He does block the apex. Duffy has to counter steer massively. Catch that slide and does not manage to take third place there. That is, Sabo takes the win of the first race, followed by Enslin, Niemi, Duffy. Meanwhile behind, it is Kay Jensen. Managed to pull a bit more of a gap over Zhuhai there. Gonzalez having recovered to 7th place. Janssen crossing the line in 8th. Followed by Shard 9th. As they now go for the traditional pile-up into the first corner. Last few cars across the line now. Fire truck having taken the unusual pit stop. Going to be the last car on the lead lap to cross the line. These having been left by the leaders. Bring it home in 15th lap down. Just by Matt in 16th. Another lap down is Ishu. Annoyingly similar names. And I forgot to turn off the collision things on the map there. I've now remembered to do. Well, I have to do it every time I turn this stream on. It's annoying. Like, just... no. So, top 10 reverse now, which will put Russell on pole. Sabo and Enslin there having the exact same fastest lap. 1:32.528. Almost a full second off the quali pace on the medium tyres. All the cars back on the grid now. A gap in 5th place as Zhuhai will not be starting the race. At 10 seconds until the start now. You can get a good launch this time. A mountain of V12s revs up. Away they go. Another bad start from the Vipers, another excellent start from Fire Truck in the Lambo there. Almost an exact copy of race 1. They come nearly 4 wide. There is Shard off on the outside. Bit of a pile up in the back there. Seems like most people just about made it out alive though. Shard now having to defend from speeding red. Back up the front. It is Gonzalez who's managed to get out clear ahead. Niemi now fighting with Duffy once again. Ensign back up to 4th already. Having started down in 9th. Sabo meanwhile seems to have lost out quite a lot, back behind Fire Truck even. But everyone sort of checks up, he tries to go for a move. Doesn't manage to stick it. Fire Truck meanwhile still making moves. He does manage to sweep past Johnson. With a great exit that's going to allow Sabo to get past as well. On board with Sammy Niemi meanwhile. They come down the straight second time into the first corner. So that is Shard going for the move on Iman. Does manage to get the place. Iman now going to have to defend from A. Jensen. He dives to the inside at the last second in turn 3. Iman gives him the space. And they make contact on the exit as K. Jensen ends up in the wall. Sabo now trying to get past Fire Truck, does manage to get out ahead before the hairpin. Fire Truck's going to manage to keep it there on the apex. Will give Sabo the inside for turn 5 here though. He does pretty cleanly slotting ahead. Back up front meanwhile, Gonzalez continuing to pull ahead. A healthy 2-second gap there now. Johnson, meanwhile, having retired, not sure why. Having spread out quite a bit further back, the only lister on the field brings up the rear. Vincent doesn't seem to be making that much progress on Duffy here. Pretty comfortably holding on though. Sabo now 9th place, way up on Iment, who runs wide through the final hairpin. Still gets a decent run out the corner though. Sabo now in the slipstream. Pulls out to the inside. Brakes late, but Iment cuts across his nose and he has to back out. See if he can do anything into turn 3. Once again looks at the inside. Iment gives him a load of room this time, but runs wide out onto the grass there. Sabo does manage to get that place, up to 8th place now. Order still as it was back up at the front. Vincent possibly just starting to drop back from Duffy now. They were pretty similar on pace in race 1. Sabo now has ended up behind Iment again. Iment runs, almost loses it through the final corner. Zhuhai, meanwhile, having not had a great first race, doing much better in the second race here. Managing to keep it in 11th. Not falling back either. Oh, she does run wide into turn 5. Manages to stay ahead of Rosa though. Firetruck once again having taken the softs here. Fewer cars this time than last time taking them. Zhuhai does run wide, hits the tyre barrier and ends up back on the track. is very unfortunate. Sabo now on the back of Tomsy though. Pulls out to the inside into turn 3. Tomsy's going to hold it around the outside there though. Now we're going to do the switch back through the kink though. It's going to give him the inside into the hairpin, and Tomsy's not going to have much response to it. Back up front, Ensslin has got past Duffy now. Seems to be closing in on Niemi too. Gala's meanwhile continuing to pull ahead. A pretty comfortable 4-second lead now. Niemi did start on the soft tyre once again, so they should drop off towards the end, see whether he can stay on the podium. Might be difficult with the cars behind this close. His teammate Sami Niemi doing a lot better than last race. Sitting in 5th place. For the back, fire truck having to dive to the inside into the final hairpin to defend from Rosa there. Also going to allow Kate Jensen to catch up with the pair of them. A lot of oversteer from Rosa. A lot of hesitation on the throttle out the corner there as well. Goes to the inside to defend from Kay Jensen, who's going to brake very late. They both almost hit the back of Fire Truck. Also taking the place. It's going to give Jensen the inside through the kink though, to make a bit of contact, and that is close to spinning off into the gravel. Now he just did not hit the wall. Sabo now almost catching up with the front few groups. On board with Ensslin now as he tries to find a way past Niemi. Niemi moving to the inside, trying to break the slipstream. Enslin's going to have a little look up the inside to try and throw him off. It does work, it seems, as they then make contact on the mid-corner. Niemi having the better recovery there, but being overtaken by his teammate Sami Niemi. Fortunately, Ensslin not managing to get back on track yet. Does now rejoin. Marcus Niemi now having to defend from Shard. Gonna hold Shard up and give Sabo the chance to get through both of them though. A Viper's straight line speed helping him pull ahead again though. Sabo gonna take it steady on the entry, try and get past on the exit. A decent run out of turn 6. Move to the outside as those two move to the inside. It's 3 wide into the final hairpin. Order is going to stay pretty much as it was though, with Niemi and Shard side by side. Sabo pulling up the rear. Gives Niemi a bit of a bump draft there. Does have to back out on the exit and give Shard the optimal line there though. Shard coming out to the outside. Try and find a way past Niemi again. Niemi's very slow on the apex there. Big shunt from Shard, but they all hold it together. Holds Shard up quite a lot though. Sabo's not going to be able to use that to get past. Has to once again tuck him behind. They both take a look up to the inside. A lot of moving under braking from Niemi there. He dives towards the apex. Sabo pulls out to the inside, brakes way later, still manages to get it stopped at the apex though. Shard's not going to let him have it easily, as once again the Viper's straight line speed takes hold. Sabo does lift off. Gonna give him a reasonable run out the final corner. In the slipstream he is actually going to manage to hang on to Shard here as well. Pulls out to the inside. Shard making a bit of a mistake and they both spin round on the exit. Meanwhile, Enslin, involved in that contact earlier, having retired, sadly. Back up front, Sabo's teammate Gonzalez with a now 8.5 second lead. Should be a pretty comfortable victory for him. Duffy, meanwhile, gonna have seems to be a pretty comfortable second place, although he is being reeled in slowly by Sami Niemi. Marcus Niemi probably not having much left in the soft tyres, is not going to be able to do the same. There's about 8 minutes remaining now. Tomsy down in 5th place, the remaining Elizabeth's car. Or by Iment. The 2 Vipers run by North Stars now down in 7th and 8th. Sabo now pulls out to the inside of Fire Truck. Fire Truck is going to squeeze him to the inside. Probably not going to help much as Sabo does manage to get ahead by the exit. Sammy Niemi just about 1.5 seconds behind Duffy now. See whether that gap holds at the line. There has been a crash further back. Izu and Rosa, they're still going though. And annoyingly, with the tower dead, my only source of gaps is only measures to the nearest half a second. Two Vipers definitely closing in on Iman though. These two are currently the only non-V12s on the grid. With 4 minutes left on the clock, we'll see whether Sabo can catch up with the two Vipers. He is currently lapping about a second a lap faster than the cars in front, so with a 2-second gap there, he should be able to do it. Jensen right on the back of Iman though, meanwhile. Pulls out to the inside. But Iman is going to sweep round. Does lose out quite a bit with that bad exit though. As K. Jensen's going to take the inside through the final corner, runs very wide out onto the grass. That's going to lose him a bit of speed down the straight. And indeed, Iman does start to pull ahead again. Oh, and there's big contact there. Not sure what the cause of that was. I think it was possibly Shard having bottled it under braking. Further down, Russa and Izu still battling away. There's the battle for 12th place. These two currently the last two cars on the field. We are now almost going to be lapped by Gonzalez. Should be 2 laps remaining now, provided Gonzalez doesn't slow down to make sure it's only 1. Definitely got the gap too. Yemi unfortunately having dropped back from Duffy, not able to stay on him there. His teammate hanging on behind as well. Ace definitely having dropped off on the worn soft tyres. The other soft tyre runner, fire truck, is spun off at the final corner there and is now reversing down the straight. He does a J-turn on the home straight to get it going again. Questionable safety there. Dabo now on the back of Iman. Does dive to the inside in turn 4. Oh, and Niemi on the worn tyres has... The worn soft tyres has managed to spin. That puts him back down in 7th now, all the way from 4th. Dabo still sat behind Iman. See whether he can do anything with the slipstream into T1 here. And then clips the grass and does run wide because of it. That's going to pretty comfortably give Samo the position. They are now on the final lap. Gonzalez now up front with still about an 8-second lead. Everyone else seeming to be pretty spread out now as well. Rosa and Fizu though, still battling away here in front of the leader. Rosa dives to the inside, Fizu's going to give him space but they make contact on the exit. Fizu is going to spin across in front of the leader there. And she will finish a lap behind Gonzalez. A lap behind Rosa there. As they now once again do the customary pile-up at the end of the race, as Sami Niemi flies off into the distance there. Last few cars coming across the line now. Fire truck bring it home in 9th place. Runs very wide through the final corner. And bringing up the back of the lead lap. Ishu followed by, very far behind, Rosa. And crossing the line finally. Bring it home in 11th place, I believe. And again, smashing into the rest of the cars. So that is Gonzalez taking the win by a pretty healthy 8 seconds. Duffy and Sami Niemi filling out the rest of the podium though. I Omzi, the remaining Lizard Beats car, bring it home in 4th. With Sabo having absolutely stomped the first race and getting caught up in the shit at the start of the second race, bring it home in 5th. That is pretty much that until next week at Homestead. So yeah,